For years now, putting a readable text inside an AI-generated image has been an absolute nightmare. We have misspelled words, letters that look like they went through a blender. Every single model had this problem and we just accepted it that way. Well, GPT Image 2 just dropped on April 21st and I have been testing it on gsp.com, and honestly, it's the first time I can say that this problem is actually fixed. So everything I am demoing live is on gsp.com, link in the description. So I'm going to show you the exact prompts I'm using so you can test them yourself. So let's get started with the first thing. So first, let's carry out a test, accuracy test using this prompt. Wow, look at that. So every single word, Lagos gold, single origin, dark rust, 250 grams, all perfect. A year ago, this would have altered the text. It should have said something else, maybe LAGPS, gout, and called it a day. But this is absolutely perfect, and it's very clear. The text, the elements, everything is well sharpened. Really looking for let's carry out a multilingual test using Arabic script. So for our next image generation, we'll be using this prompt. Okay, so I'm just gonna paste the prompt and wait for it to generate. Okay, so Arabic script rendered correctly. So if you have ever tried to do this with any other model, you will know how significant this is. You can actually see how accurate this generation is. Okay, and I love the quality as well. And I'm going to be using the edit mode to upload this product image with English text, and I'm going to be using this Arabic script. So I am just going to wait for this to generate. So here is the image it actually generated. This is a surgical multilingual text replacement edit. So the model actually holds the 3D geometry of the packaging and preserves materials, texture, lighting, and replace every text element correctly. This is precisely the multilingual set dressing text that most production agencies actually use for localization and workflows. Okay, here's what most people aren't talking about. So GPT Image 2 doesn't just generate when you hit the button. It thinks first. It actually searches for real world context if it needs to, brand logo, current product designs, cultural references, and then it generates. That's why it actually produces results that feels grounded and accurate instead of random content. Okay, so let me show you what that actually looks like in practice. I'm going to be testing a K-pop concert poster with Miss script. So here's the prompt that we're going to be using for this text. To see how it placed the billboard correctly in context. So the text is sharp. It understood the scene, the lighting, the relationship between the elements, and it correctly interprets the exact text production agencies actually used. So that's reasoning doing the work, not just pattern matching. Okay, so the second proof is a real-time data infographic. So for this, I actually made use of this prompt, and this is the result it actually gave me. So this does not only forces the model to use its reasoning, it uses its web search capability to pull in real world data. It can't just make up. Okay, all right, so let's get practical. So here are 3 real use cases where GPT Image 2 on gsp.com actually changes your workflow. The first one is thumbnail design, and this is huge for creators. So this is a prompt use. Okay, so this is a production ready thumbnail concept straight from a single prompt. Text is clean, composition makes sense, and it looks like something a designer built itself. Okay, so the second use case is a dense composition infographic style. This model can handle over 100 distinct objects in a single scene without falling apart. And I also use this prompt to generate this full newspaper front page with long form multiple column body text, headlines, sub-headlines, date lines, photo captions, hook codes, column separators, all text completely legible and correctly spelled. No placeholder, Latin filler text anywhere. So every word matches what is specified in the script exactly. That's a great capability of GPT Image 2. So the third use case is UI labels, navigation items, status bar, data tables, macro copy, list numbers, and text. So I just want to use this to generate a full app UI screenshot, mobile plus dense interface. So here's the prompt to use, okay? And this is the result it actually gave me. It's a clean iOS aesthetic, realistic shadow and depth. Every number, level, and piece of macro copy match exactly as specified. No placeholder text anywhere. So that's super great. Okay, let's do a direct comparison. Same prompt, old model versus new. So I'm gonna run the same prompt on GPT Image 1.5, Nano Banana Pro, and GPT Image 2 right here on gsp.com. So here is what it feels like. So for our first comparison, what we want to create is a full farmer product insert warning label. So yes, the prompt used. So this was actually carried out to test the hardest possible category. Dense, legal, small print, dosage tables, contradiction list, miss bold, and regular weight body copy. And the type that even GPT Image 2 is push to its limits. Okay, so here is the result it actually brought out. So on the left is Nano Banana. So just watch the menu very well. The prices are half garbage, and on the right we have GPT Image, and every item name, every price, and every phone number is perfect. Okay, on the list. This is the difference between a prototype and a deliverable. Okay, so we can actually see the clear differences in these other generations. So this is why GPT Image 2 is 242 points ahead of the next best model. So GPT Image 2 doesn't just generate when you hit the button, it actually thinks first. Okay, so here's where we land. And if you work with AI image generation models and you create thumbnails, posters, product mockups, marketing assets, infographics, GPT Image 2 on gsp.com is the tool right now. So test rendering has 99% accuracy, reasoning built in, multi-format output. The complaints we have had about AI images for years, most of them are fixed with GPT Image 2. I have actually dropped all the prompts used today in the description. So head to gsp.com GPT Image 2 and paste them in and see for yourself. Okay guys, so if this video was useful to you, please you know what to do. Okay, do subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification button, and like this video so YouTube push it to more people. And I'm gonna see you in my next video.